Hello everybody and welcome to Vlogmas day 4 already. I'm greeting you out of my car because I have finished my working day now and I was heading out to the physiotherapy, but I'm way too early. So I will spend a little bit of time in my car watching Vlogmas episodes and knitting on my pumpkin spice sock because it's nearly finished, because I had one spare lesson which I didn't know that I will have it today, because the children in my school today had a reading project. So in the first 2 lessons all the classes of the school could snuggle with their pillows everywhere in the schoolhouse and read. They do this the whole week now, and on Friday they present what they read. So to encourage the students to read more, to increase their reading skills and everything, all the benefits about reading. So I had one free lesson today, so I copied everything for the upcoming week for some classes already up to Christmas. So I don't need to be that early in school, or I can relax and drink coffee in the morning instead of copying all the stuff for my children. So that was very good. Yeah, so my boyfriend told me that our you know, you have a sink and the water is pouring down into the sink and then into this thing under the sink. I don't know the exact English term, but I guess you will read it on the screen. And this one is I know how it's called. You know, when metal reacts with oxygen, then that's not good, and that happened to our thing and we have to repair it. So that's a bit stupid, because we had a lot of trouble with everything regarding water in our flat already. So that might be the last broken water related object in our flat. Yeah, so I hope I can cook today for tonight and tomorrow. I like to be prepared so that I only have to heat up everything during week. My lovely boyfriend already had bought the groceries. Sorry, there is a spider and I'm not quite sure. Okay, it's outside. I only need to buy one herbal and the meat, so I can cook today. After that I still have one, I think it's called dough or duff for cookies, prepared in the fridge, so I should bake them today. I should. I don't know if I will. Everything is depending on how the physio is today, because normally after physio my whole body is hurting. That is totally normal, because the body is working and repairing itself. So maybe no cookie baking today, but advent calendar opening and a little bit of tidying up and all the everyday stuff. I don't know how much I can show you today, but there will be something. There will be something. It was a great day because I love my job. I can pretty much say every day that it was a great day, because it's all about the Christmas story and baby Jesus and all the saints, you know, Saint Barbara, Saint Nicholas. We have so many saints before Christmas and it's very much fun. And the children are very excited about their advent calendars, about being about their wish list they have written for the baby Jesus. So we are calling this German word of the day Christkind, which would be translated Christ child. I don't know if you have a word for the baby Jesus. And where we live, not Santa is bringing the present, it is Jesus himself who is bringing the presents. So yeah, and they are very excited about that. And it I told that before, but I can only repeat myself because it's true. Being a teacher, especially a teacher for religion, you relive all the wonderful childhood memories again, because in school you are really connected back to the feast calendar of our year. You know, you have all the seasons, the crafting for every season, the crafting for the feasts like Saint Martin, Saint Nicholas, Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, and all these things you really do in school every year. And you craft with the children, you read the famous stories, you sing songs. You don't do that as an adult, unfortunately, anymore, and so you forget about a lot of stuff. And I like children's songs, and I like the poems, and I like what we can craft together. So yeah, I love my job. It's great. It's great. I always think about how it would be to be an indie dyer or pattern designer or so, and I think it would be awesome, but I don't know if I want to change my job for that. No, I don't think so. For example, in the morning before the first lesson, I always have to take care for the children before the school starts, and I take this time, if I have prepared already everything, I take this time for knitting, for sock knitting. And I was sitting there on my teacher's chair, and the children saw me knitting the sock, and the one finished sock was laying there already, and they came, "Oh my gosh, how sweet, how awesome, how pretty, and how can you do that? And I can't see me doing that. That looks so difficult." And they were touching the yarn and the socks and looking at the needles. And they told me that their moms are knitting, or that grandmas are knitting or crocheting. And it was really nice. They were very fascinated by me knitting there. And also my colleagues always see me knitting and saying something nice. "Oh, that looks calming," or "Oh, wow, I should do this again." And it was so much fun back then. Why did I stop? And all these kind of stuff. Yeah, so that was very nice. Okay, I will watch some Vlogmases because I'm always a little bit late, because in the morning, so they will be, the Vlogmases I watch are always loading up in the night, and I awake to many Vlogmas episodes from the States, so I'm always a little bit behind. But I will catch up now and eat some cookies and a mandarin, drink water, and enjoy the spare time I have. Bye bye! everybody, I'm home alone now, and you have seen me preparing for school. There are always some lessons, not always. This year there are, or there were still some lessons I haven't held yet because we have a new, read the screen for the right word. We have new stuff we have to teach since a year or two, but because I wasn't working in that time when we received this new schedule, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't prepared these topics. So you saw me picking out pictures. I will show the students, and they have to connect these pictures to the right phrases of the Beatitudes. I think Beatitudes it's called. Yeah. And in the beginning of the lesson they have to think about what we really need in life but we can't buy. Then they see the people in needs, and we put it into context with the Beatitudes. And after that we rethink about what we really need in life and can't buy, and we will grade them. Every student will have 3 points to give, as in Eurovision Song Contest. And yeah, then we will have a ranking of the cards of the students, what they thought would be very important in life. Yeah, so I prepared that. Yesterday a parcel arrived, but I didn't realize it because the postman didn't ring. He only put it into our post. We have in our flat one post box, and if someone isn't there but is receiving a parcel, the postman puts it there. Sorry, that sounds like awful English. And it's my tweed yarn for the Weasley sweater, and I want to show this now. So there it is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 12 blues. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, that's kind of the right color. Let me see if you can. Yeah, it looks purpley, but it's not that purpley. And then for the letter A, I have these two, and I won't go for the mustard. I will use this. Yeah. It is 50% acrylic and 50% virgin wool. Yeah, because it's only a Weasley sweater. I won't buy something over fancy for that. But I'm honestly, it's crazy because look how thin it is. For me it's like a heavy fingering weight, and they recommend, and I won't use them, 6 to 7 millimeter needles. That's crazy. I mean, I know there are 115 meter per 50 gram, but it's thin. And I made the mistake already with my tweed yarn for my Georgetown cardigan. I will go with much thinner needles. I think I will use 3 millimeter or so. So yeah, I will swatch maybe today. And today arrived a parcel with yarn, but it won't be for me. It's a Christmas present for someone. I won't say who will receive it. I think I can say it after Christmas, because I never know who's watching my podcast. But it is a bobble, we call it in German. We have talked about it a lot of times. It's a gradient yarn cake. I will show you now. So I will give this away with a pattern for a crochet shawl, and maybe with a crochet hook as a set with some candy, and this will be one Christmas present. Yeah, so okay, I think there isn't much to talk about now. Oh, the food, not the food, the lunch I have cooked today was so awesome delicious. I really wasn't expecting that it was so yummy. I only wanted to cook something, and not so that we don't have to eat junk food again. So I I was checking some recipes today in the morning. I think it was today. No, yesterday in the night before going to sleep. So I wasn't patient. I only flipped through some books and thought, okay, well, let's take this. Doesn't sound too bad. And it is so delicious. I know the footage isn't the best because our kitchen isn't very, our kitchen is very dark, so not good for filming, but it was so delicious. Awesome. And for those who might ask yourself, what was the machine? It's a Thermomix. Thermomix, you would pronounce it, I guess. It's a German kitchen machine. You can cook and cut and everything. You can do everything with this machine. It's awesome. I love it. I love it.